Imagine this. You're in Italy, having a conversation with locals. You say the basics. Ciao, grazie, maybe per favore. People smile politely, but the flow feels distant. You sound like a tourist. Now picture this instead. Your Italian friend cracks a joke, and you respond with a smile and say, magari. Or someone tells you about their crazy weekend, and you react naturally with, che figata. Suddenly, the vibe changes. People laugh, nod, and say, wow, you sound Italian. By the end of this video, you all unlock a handful of everyday slang expressions that Italians actually use, the kind that never show up in textbooks. With these in your pocket, you'll sound natural, authentic, and ready to connect. Slang is the secret doorway into any culture, and Italian is no exception. While textbooks teach you polite, formal Italian, real conversations are full of colorful expressions, playful exaggerations, and quick little words that carry so much meaning. If you only stick to ciao and grazie, people will understand you, of course, but you'll always sound like a foreigner. When you sprinkle in a few slang expressions, though, you suddenly sound more like a friend than a tourist. And don't worry, even if this is your first time exploring Italian slang, by the end of this video, you'll walk away with real, useful expressions you can try right away. You don't need to master grammar to connect, just a few key words and the courage to say them. Let's dive straight into some slang you'll actually hear on the streets of Italy. The first one. Che figata. It means something like, that's awesome, or how cool. Imagine this. A friend tells you they got tickets to a big football match. Instead of just saying bene, you light up and respond, che figata. Another one you'll hear all the time. Magari. It literally means maybe, but Italians use it more like I wish, or if only. For example, someone says, we should all go on vacation in Sicily this summer. You sigh and say, magari. And here's a super useful one for everyday conversations. Boh. It's short, it's casual, and it means I don't know, but with an Italian shrug. If someone asks, where's Marco? And you have no idea, you just say, boh. See how these little words instantly make you sound natural? They're short, emotional, and very, very Italian. Here's the thing about slang. It's not just about the words, it's about timing and relationships. For example, che figata works perfectly with friends, classmates, or people your age. But would you say it to your professor, your boss, or a waiter in a fancy restaurant? Probably not. In those settings, slang can sound too informal, even disrespectful. Magari, though, is much more flexible. You can use it almost anywhere because it carries hope and positivity. Whether you're chatting with a friend or even with your host family in Italy, magari is safe and charming. And boh is the most casual of all. Great with friends, fine with strangers in a relaxed situation. But if someone asks you something serious, like at work or in an interview, answering boh would sound lazy or careless. So the secret isn't just learning slang, it's knowing when to use it. Italians switch between formal and informal language all the time. If you can sprinkle slang naturally with friends and keep it polite in formal settings, you'll sound even more like a native. Let us explore some slang that Italians drop into specific situations, the kind of phrases that make conversations come alive. First up, figata. This is your go-to exclamation when something is truly awesome. Your friend tells you they just got a new Vespa. You grin and say, che figata. Next, something completely different. Che casino. Literally, it means, what a mess, and Italians use it all the time. You step into a crowded train station, kids shouting, announcements blaring, and you shake your head with, che casino. And now, a very unique one. In bocca al lupo. It literally means into the wolf's mouth, but it's what Italians say instead of good luck. Imagine your friend is about to take an exam. You encourage them with, in bocca al lupo. And here's the quirky part. The proper response isn't grazie. Italians answer with crepi, which means may the wolf die. These expressions aren't random. They're tied to situations: excitement, chaos, encouragement. Drop them in the right moment, and you'll instantly connect with the rhythm of Italian daily life. Now it's time to make these phrases stick. I'll guide you through repetition and little role plays so they feel natural on your tongue. Let's start with excitement. Repeat after me 3 times. Che figata. Che figata. Che figata. Imagine your friend just told you they got free tickets to a concert. You react with energy. Che figata. Now let's switch to chaos. Repeat after me. Che casino. Che casino. Che casino. Picture yourself walking into a cafe where everyone is talking at once. The coffee machine is hissing, plates are clattering. You laugh and say, Che casino. And now, encouragement. Say it slowly with me. In bocca al lupo. Again. In bocca al lupo. Now imagine your friend is about to start a new job. You smile and tell them, Oh, in bocca al lupo. But remember, the answer is just as important. Repeat with me. Crepi. One more time. Crepi. Now let's combine them into quick fire scenarios. I'll say the situation, and you respond in Italian before I give you the answer. Your friend shows you their brand new car. You say, Answer, Che figata. You step into a noisy, overcrowded bar. You mutter, Answer, Che casino. Your friend is nervous before an important exam. You encourage them with, Answer, In bocca al lupo. And they reply, Answer, crepi. Bravissimo. With just a handful of slang, you're already sounding more natural, more playful, and closer to the way Italians actually speak. Now that you've got Che figata, Che casino, In bocca al lupo, let's widen your slang toolkit with more expressions you'll hear every single day in Italy. Here are a few more that fit naturally into conversations. Che palle. Literally, what balls, but it means what a drag, or this is so annoying. Use it when you're stuck in traffic or when plans get cancelled. Dai. A super flexible word. It can mean come on, no way, or even let's go, depending on your tone. Meno male. Literally less bad, but used like thank goodness. For example, the train was late, but you didn't miss your connection. Meno male. Evviva! Pure celebration, like hooray! Perfect when you want to cheer someone up or celebrate good news. Let's practice them together. Che palle. Dai. Meno male. Evviva! Now imagine little scenes. Your internet goes down while you're working. You groan. Che palle. A friend says they'll pay for your dinner. You react with disbelief. Dai. You catch the bus just before it leaves. You sigh in relief. Meno male. And your football team wins the match. You shout with joy. Evviva! See how each one adds color, personality, and emotion? This is why slang is so powerful. It's not just words, it's energy. Slang in Italy isn't just language, it's culture. It reflects how Italians see the world, emotional, expressive, and full of color. One fascinating detail is how slang changes from region to region. In Rome, for example, you'll often hear the word bella, used as a greeting between friends, like hey or yo. In Milan, people might throw in top to mean amazing, borrowing straight from English. And in Naples, expressions get even more musical and playful, with rhythm and melody in every phrase. Another curiosity: slang is a way of showing closeness. Italians often switch to slang when they're relaxed and among friends. It signals trust, informality, and warmth. That's why, when you use slang naturally, people feel like you're part of the group. And don't forget, Italian slang evolves quickly, especially among younger generations. Words that are popular today may sound old-fashioned tomorrow, but classics like Che figata, Che casino, and In bocca al lupo never go out of style. They're timeless parts of the Italian experience. So, learning slang isn't just about sounding cool, it's about stepping into the social heartbeat of Italy. Let us wrap up by going back to our goal, sounding less like a tourist and more like a friend. Today, you discovered some of the most common Italian slang expressions that add life to conversations. Che figata! That's awesome! Che casino! What a mess! In bocca al lupo! Good luck! With the reply, crepi. Che palle! What a drag! Dai! Come on, no way. Meno male! Thank goodness. Evviva! Hooray! These little words carry emotion, culture, and personality. They're the difference between sounding like a phrasebook and sounding like a real Italian. Think about it. In just a few minutes, you've unlocked tools to react naturally, connect more deeply, and truly decode Italian slang. Now, a question for you. Which of these slang expressions will you try first? Say it out loud right now. Bravissimo! If this video helped you, make sure to subscribe and give it a like. That way, you'll keep building your Italian, one phrase at a time, until it feels completely natural. Alla prossima!